She's got a secret. And if you want to know what it is, then stick around. Welcome to Small Business Saturday Shout Out. I am your host, Alicia Couri, and on today's show, we're going to share a juicy secret with you. So stick around for that. Before we get to our guests today, I do want to welcome all of you who are watching us live. If you are on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us today on YouTube. If you have not yet, please click that subscribe button. Give us a like, give us some comments. We really appreciate that as well, so that we can continue to deliver great content to you. If you are on our Facebook pages, thank you so much. We broadcast on multiple pages on Facebook. So thank you so much for viewing. And if those of you who are on LinkedIn, thank you for joining us over on LinkedIn and Twitch. I don't want to forget my viewers on Twitch. On any of those platforms, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can go over after the show. Don't do it right now. You can go after the show. Go to youtube.com/c/Alicia Couri to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you are on Facebook, thank you for joining us. You can also go over, if you have a business, know someone with a business, you can go over to facebook.com/groups/SBSSO and be a part of our business community, because we allow you to promote yourself on that platform. You can promote your products, your services, your events over on that platform on Facebook. So go on, head over and join our community over there. Small Business Saturday Shout Out Show. We broadcast on the first and third Saturdays of the month, and there are times when I'm traveling and we shift the schedule around a little bit. So please pay attention. Pay attention to when the promos go out, because you might get caught off guard if one Saturday I'm traveling and we do not have a show, or we have a show and you didn't know. I don't want you to miss it. So make sure you're part of the community and that you subscribe so that you don't miss any of our shows, because these are really phenomenal shows. You get to understand and know about other people's businesses out there, how you can support them, or there may be a product or service that you need for yourself. So we talk to B2B businesses, B2C businesses, nonprofits. So, we share this information out to you so that you can benefit from it and also help our small business owners to thrive in this economy. Now, if you have a small business and you are watching, there are 3 ways for you to get a shout out on Saturdays, just so you know. So the first way to get a shout out is to leave a comment. Just leave a comment. I put it up there. I put it up on the screen so everybody can see. So leave a comment with your name, your business, and how people can get in touch with you. You can either drop your link or your handle, your social media handle of how people can get in touch with you. So leave a comment with who you are, what your business is, and how people can contact you. And I'll put that up on the screen. The second way to get a shout out is you can send us a 30-second commercial. Send us your commercial. I'll put it up on the show and you'll be considered one of our sponsors to the show. And the third way you can get a shout out is be a guest on the show. So you can come be a guest on the show, talk about your business, share what you do with others. And that's another big way. We'll spotlight and highlight you. And that's a way you can get a shout out on this show. So don't want to leave anybody out. If you find any of this information valuable or you want to ask our guest a question, again, leave a comment. We love comments. So leave a comment if you have a question for our guests that she can answer in real time for you, or even not. If you're watching this on replay, leave a comment with your question anyway, and she'll pop back in, or I'll pop in and get the answer for you. So to follow or connect with me on social media, you can go to alicia360.com, and that would be a way that you can connect with me. So this show is sponsored by Alicia Couri Inc., SD1 Travel, and it's produced by Red Carpet CEO. So let me now get to the part where we're going to bring our guests up. And I am so thrilled to have her share with you today, Miss Sabrina Morris, the lifestyle promoter. So, Sabrina, she transitioned from the E quadrant to the B quadrant, the BNI quadrants, sorry. And if you don't know what that means, then you really need to stay tuned to find out more. I am so thrilled to have as a guest on my show. She's been on other shows that I've produced, but I'm really super excited to have Sabrina Morris join me today. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi, Alicia. Happy Saturday, everyone. So glad that you are joining us today.
Yes, me too. And on today's this time that we're in is such a unique time because people, through the pandemic, a lot of people have left their jobs
Yeah.
and are either looking for something else to do or trying to find another job. So you mentioned, or I mentioned, that you moved from the E quadrant and now you're operating in the BNI quadrant. So can you first of all explain what that means to everyone?
So, everyone should know that there are four key areas to generate income. The first is the employee quadrant, the E quadrant, which Alicia mentioned a moment ago. And that's where we're going to work every day, or we're staying at home now, working in our home work offices for other big businesses, making money for them. And that's where we're paid an hourly salary. So they tell us when to take vacation, how much vacation we can get. In some cases, they even tell us when we can go to the restroom. So that's pretty much, it depends on where you're working in the E quadrant. But the bottom line is that's where you're reporting in every day and you get a paycheck or you earn a salary. Some of us will also earn commissions as well. So that's the E quadrant. The B quadrant is whereby you leverage, keyword, leverage. You get to leverage others' skills. You get to leverage others' network. That's where you are the hiring employer, if you will. There are
Mm-hmm.
scenarios whereby you can be a contractor or and have teams of people that are contracted to do particular assignments, jobs, strategies, or implementations, depending on the contract award. And the investment quadrant is my favorite one.
Yeah.
That's where your dollars that you have generated, either in the E quadrant or the B quadrant, those dollars go to work for you. So that's
Nice.
where you get into making money while you're sleeping. And that's the fun.
So you are in the BNI quadrant now from the E quadrant. So my question to you then is what made you make that shift and how did you make that shift?
So that's an excellent question. One of when we did the win-win network, we hit one of the major reasons
Yes.
why. And I'll allow everybody to go out and watch that particular episode. So another
Yeah. So
reason
let me
is
just share what that episode is. So I have a show called Unleash Your Audacious Confidence on winwinwomen.tv. And so Sabrina was a guest there, and we talked in depth about corporate, her corporate life, and the things that she had to endure in her corporate life, and that's why she left that corporate job. So
yeah.
continue.
So in terms of planning, if there is something that each of you have on your heart to do, there are several of you that are listening now who've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but people didn't really understand what that meant or what you wanted to do. Start by exploring. Start by learning. So let's say you always wanted to be an artist. Okay, start taking courses. Start creating art. Start. Keyword here is start. Take action. Start. Now, I
Start
did
taking
something a
action.
little bit,
Yes.
yes. So I did something a little bit extreme, and I would recommend, depending on your pain level, sometimes the pain will project you into a change. So, oh, that was good, God. So that can happen as well. So when you have that pain or you have challenges, there may be an opportunity for you to seek out what you always wanted to do. So one idea is, let's say you have to work from 8 to 5 and you get an hour lunch. So let's say you're working from home, which gives you some more time now. So I would recommend getting up early, 2-3 hours before your shift starts or your day starts, and start exploring, start taking courses on what you want to do. Let's say you've always wanted to, buy stock in the market. There's lots of free training out there. There's lots of training that you can do. It's a whole language in itself that you have to learn. Because once you get in the I quadrant, the investment quadrant, there's many different ways to do that. You can do it through real estate. There's so many different. So start by getting an education first. And I'm not talking about the kind of education that you get in schools. Schools do not teach on how money goes to work for you. Those are independent courses that are out there. You have to seek them out. And then if you're not sure, like for example, for trading the market, there are a couple of places that I can recommend it where I learned. Mm-hmm. Send me an email. I'll be happy to share that information with you. But you have to start.
Because you can't sit. Time does not stop. Time keeps moving on. And if you sit and you don't get started, you're going to be in the same place a year, 5 years from now and say, oh, I wish I would have, or I wish I did. I wanted to buy stock in this new company. And now 5 years later, it's like $50 trillion. And you're like, oh, I missed the boat. So get started in whatever it is. So I love that. Get started. So you're already giving us tips. We I love that. And so you transitioned, you got started. You started learning about investing. You started learning about different opportunities out there. But of course, your pain level was high, like you said. Your pain level was high. So you needed to do something ASAP. What was something else that you did?
So another thing that I did is I found God found it for me and presented it to me, a direct marketing company as well. Now, a lot of people say, oh my gosh, okay, well, first of all, some people will say it's a pyramid scheme. Well, if you're working in the E quadrant, you're in the biggest pyramid scheme there is. I worked with many people who had pyramid. Yes, exactly. Did everybody see what Alicia did? Do it again, Alicia.
You have a boss, and then there are VPs, and then it is shaped like a pyramid if you look at your organizational structure.
Yes. So that's that, and it's a legal pyramid. So that's what everybody has a misconception. That's why we started this conversation out with learn, get an education, really understand the difference between propaganda and what's really happening. And that's going to take a clean mindset. You're going to have to say, okay, and then why not say, you know what? Let me really see what this is about. Find something that's right, Natasha. Yes, girl. Looks like you've been getting an education and learning. So it's very important for us to really sift through what's being said to us. Because if you think of it this way, and I never go down this path, but think of it this way. Put yourself in a different mindset. Let's say you own a big business. You have employees. You are the CEO. Why would you want them to know about something that could possibly take them away from you?
Right.
You're going to do everything you can to discredit it.
Yeah, and keep them with you for the long run.
Well, yes. So some of us, I would even recommend say, hey, if you're not sure, you say, Sabrina doesn't know what she's talking about. Okay.
Check it out.
Find something you're passionate about. There's a lot of different direct marketing companies out there in different niches. I'm passionate about travel. I joined one that helps you look good and feel good as you explore the world. Join a company and explore it for yourself. Find out where the
Yep.
benefits are. Find out. I mean, the training in itself is worth joining.
It's really phenomenal. The not just the mindset, but the business training. You get a full, like, don't run off if you've never had business experience before. Don't run off and start something from scratch because you have a passion necessarily for that thing. Get
Mhm.
some business training, and you don't necessarily have to go back and get your MBA to do that. What the least expensive way is to join a company, a direct marketing, direct sales company, and learn from them. Get
Right.
that business training from that direct sales company. It'll cost you a whole lot less. Not that
Right.
universities or colleges are bad. I'm not saying that. They're great, but that's not the only way to get the business education that you need. And this is practical education because you're getting the business knowledge, but you're also putting it into practice at the same time and making money. When you go to college, you're just sitting. You got to get a part-time job or something else to make money while you're learning. This is helping you learn. I think the direct marketing industry is phenomenal because anybody, you don't have to have specialized skill set. You can come as you are and
Mhm.
learn on the go. And if you have a passion for it, like you said, you had a passion for travel. If you have a passion for what it is that the organization is, the product of the organization or service of the organization, you can go far. So,
Mhm.
yeah, totally agree.
Well said. Well said.
So yeah, so you found something, you found an opportunity or a company that allowed you to be an independent consultant with them that was aligned with your passion. Anything else that you did in the transition?
Ooh, so
If not, we can move on to another question because
well, there
those
is
two are huge.
there is that's true, but there's one other thing that I'm going to warn each of you against. There are going to be people who are going to be in your business and they don't have any business of their own. They're going to say, "Oh, why did you want to do that, girl? That doesn't make any sense." I'm not saying don't listen to them. Only listen to them if they have the results you want. If they're not a 7-figure income earner or 8-figure income earner, because 7 and 8-figure income earners aren't going to tell you. Now, they're going to tell you everything Alicia just said a moment ago. Okay. But if it's one of those cousins who are hating because you were bold enough to step out and make a decision, because it starts in your family first. It could be your sibling who's like, don't
Could be
listen.
yep, could be the closest person to you.
That's right. But
Trying to
that's how
stop
the enemy, yes, they will try and stop you. Keyword try. Do not, I'm going to tell you this because it's going to happen. Do not allow the haters to influence your power decision to change your own life. Because at the end of it, and I think Alicia and I were talking about this before, at the end of your life, you and only you are going to be accountable for your life.
yeah.
Period. You're not there to, as long as it's not a sin and God's not, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
saying
yeah. We're keeping
that go.
it. Though, yeah, that's already assumed. It's legal, moral, and ethical, right? We're assuming that. Um, so I wanna ask you specifically, Sabrina, what is your superpower?
So my superpower is God gave me the gift to learn anything. I don't care what it is. There's a Hebrew term for it, and I haven't had Hebrew yet, so I'm not going to attempt to say it. But it pretty much, in essence, means that you can learn anything and not only just learn it, but apply it, not only to one area, but multiple areas.
Wow.
And that is definitely a gift God gave me.
That is amazing. That's an amazing superpower to have. And you've been so generous in giving us some tips of transitioning yourself. Tell us about the company and the opportunity that you are a part of.
So the company that I'm a part of, we have 3 revenue streams. We help you look good. We have skincare that's sourced from the Dead Sea in Israel. And I want to sidetrack for just a moment on that statement. Journaling is very powerful. So I'm going to give you another tip. Each of the audience, another tip. Journal about what you want to do. So I was going back in my journal and I had a heart out of my pain again because my skin, when I was in college in Colorado, I literally stomped the whole dermatologist society in the state. My skin was so challenged. So I wanted to create a skincare line that was sourced from a unique place on the earth, and I had that in the journal.
Wow.
And God said, look what I have for you. You don't have to bring it to market. You don't have to design it. All the
already. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's one of our revenue streams. And then addition, we help you feel good. Dr. Howard Cohn caught my attention when he said that he stopped in the moment and said, okay, I have a 3-month wait for my office. How can I keep people out of my office? Okay, doctors normally don't say that. They're like, how many patients can I keep returning so I can continue to get paid? So he caught my attention, and we have products to help maintain your health, which is great. And then my favorite, and that is our curated experiences to experience and explore the world. One of the exciting pieces to that in the day in the life of a lifestyle promoter, I was sitting down with a potential client, and when I showed her the prices, a tear started to form in the corner of her eye and rolled down her face. I said, "What are you planning?" You didn't see that. You did not see that. She's a very strong woman. She's a single mother. And with our prices, she could actually envision taking her daughter to Japan. She always wanted. So now she had an extra fire, if you would, an extra motivation to get her business off the ground so she could do that. She was like, with these prices, we can stay like 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing because not only are you enjoying it yourself, but you're helping others realize a dream that they thought was impossible for them to have.
Yes.
And that's just phenomenal. And that's another thing that a lot of these direct marketing, direct sales companies do is give you an opportunity to share with others and allow them to realize a dream that they had either given up on or put on the back burner or didn't even dare themselves to dream it because they didn't think it was possible. So thank you, Sabrina. All right. I want to make sure people can connect with you. So if you want to email Sabrina for any of the tips or to find out more about her secret, because that's what it is. It's a well-guarded secret. Yeah. What is the name of the company? Just so what I'm saying doesn't seem crazy.
Weird, right? So the name of the company that I promote is Club Secret, or the core product that I promote is Club Secret, and it's spelled SEA, like the sea. The skincare is sourced from the Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea, right? So even though I spelt it the other way, it's still secret. Club Secret. So you can email her support@thelifestylepromoter.com. She's on TikTok, y'all. She's on TikTok. So you can find her at The Lifestyle Promoter on TikTok. And on Instagram, it is at SDTravel1. So those are all the ways you can connect with Sabrina. Any closing comments or thoughts that you want to share?
In essence, I want each and every one of you not to give up on your dreams. Do not give up on your dreams. Whatever you do not do it. And that also includes multiple revenue streams. If the cerveza sickness or 2020 taught us anything, is that we need more than one revenue stream.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Totally agree with that. So with that, you can again get in touch with Sabrina. Just send her an email. It's support@thelifestylepromoter.com. And you can also connect with her on LinkedIn. I'm going to put the her link to LinkedIn in the chat so that you can connect with her on LinkedIn. And don't forget to reach out if you want to know more about Club Secret, SEACRET. So, thank you so much, Sabrina, for joining us today on Small Business Saturday Shout Out. Don't go anywhere, stick around. I'm just going to drop you back in the green room. It's great having you back.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So that was today's episode of Small Business Saturday Shout Out. Wasn't that amazing? You know, Sabrina, like she said, she and I had some conversations before on other shows that I've done. So you can check that out. You can go to, actually, I have it here. On Mondays, I do a show called Unleash Your Audacious Confidence on winwinwomen.tv. So you can go to winwinwomen.tv/audacious confidence, and you can find the episode with Sabrina that talks about her time in corporate. She was and what led her to leave that corporate job to start her own business. She's also written a book, which I am dropping the link in the chat as well. So she wrote a book. You should go check out that book on Amazon. And it really is her journey to becoming to where she is right now. So you can check out that book. If you would like any to be a guest on the show, please email us support@aliciacouri.com. If you'd like to sponsor any show or be a guest on the show, you can email us support@aliciacouri.com, and we will set you up to be a guest on the show. Until next time, so next week we don't have a show, but on the 30th, we do have another amazing guest coming up, and he's going to share all about franchising. It's so phenomenal. If you've another opportunity to own business, start your own business, if you don't have one, is through franchising. So he's going to come share all about franchising with us not next week, the 30th. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Small Business Saturday Shout Out. I look forward to bringing these interesting, amazing guests and opportunities to you. So whether you have a business or desire to have a business, or you're looking for products or services, this is the show for you. So check it out, share it out with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/Alicia Couri, so that you don't miss any of the shows, either either Wednesday show or Saturday show. So subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get all of the latest. So I will see you all. Have a happy Easter, Passover, and stay safe. And until next time, I will see you again on another episode of Small Business Saturday Shout Out. Bye, everybody.